Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, March 9th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. It was Election Day yesterday in Flagler Beach and in Bunnell. Each city had 3 candidates vying for 2 seats. Flagler County Supervisor of Elections, Katie Lenhart.
This was a vote for 2 elections. Those municipalities have those whenever there's 2 commissioners up for election, so they had 3 candidates, and the voters in those elections could choose 2 of the 3.
Lenhart says the election was a success.
The elections went really well. Flagler Beach was very busy. They had a higher turnout than they did even the last election, so that's really great. Bunnell also had a very good turnout today, better than their last standalone election, which was in 2019. So they both really showed up today, so that's really good news.
3 of the 4 winners were incumbents. Jane Mealy and newcomer James Sherman received the most votes in Flagler Beach, while Bob Barnes and Tina Marie Schultz recaptured their seats in Bunnell.
The growth, it's so fast that people are actually complaining to me almost on a daily basis.
And acting on those complaints, Palm Coast Vice Mayor Eddie Branchino says he wants to push forward major controversial legislation as early as next week.
I'm going to be proposing a moratorium on any projects that involves multifamilies and other things, if I may, on this side of US 1. I know some organizations are not going to be too happy with that, being it the Home Builder Association, being it the Chamber, being it some law firms. But I don't fold like a cheap wallet, and I don't get easily intimidated by anyone.
Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Greg Blase vehemently rejected any kind of moratorium.
The word moratorium in my world is poisonous, and that's the world of the business community. And the Chamber believes Councilman Branchino's moratorium is anti-property rights, anti-workforce housing, anti-business, and especially anti-construction, which accounts for a massive amount of our local jobs here in Flagler County.
Blase says he can't understand why anyone would want to kill one of the area's leading job-creating industries.
I fight to keep these businesses and builders and developers here, and many already believe that Palm Coast is anti-business, and with the moratorium idea as the latest example, can you really blame them? Businesses can't even get employees to live in our neighborhoods because it's so expensive and because of the lack of apartments and multifamily housing, and now you want to stop building them?
The legislation, if proposed, is dead on arrival for Councilman Ed Danko.
I will never be in favor of moratoriums that block businesses, block jobs.
Council meets next on March 15th. The city of Palm Coast is paying its respects to Flagler County Education Foundation Executive Director Joe Rizzo, who died suddenly Monday.
Mayor David Alphen became emotional while reading a letter into the record written by City Manager Denise Bevan.
Joe is a highly esteemed member of our community and was always one of the first to offer his support and assistance to any event or initiative within the city or the community. We always knew that we could turn to Joe and we would move mountains to help. He built the foundation for the success of numerous initiatives and for our future leaders. What an amazing legacy he leaves behind.
He added his impact on Flagler County's youth will never be forgotten. Rizzo died at age 47. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Palm Coast and Flagler County firefighters are heading to the Panhandle to assist with wildfires.
Firefighters from the city of Palm Coast and Flagler County Fire Rescue have deployed advanced life support engine companies to the Florida Panhandle to assist with the Chipola Complex wildfires in Bay County. The departments are deploying to the same area that was devastated by the eye of Hurricane Michael back in October of 2018. Palm Coast Fire Chief Jerry Forte.
4 of your firefighters headed up north with 2 members of the county and their tanker to meet up with St. Augustine, Marion County, and they moved into Clay County, and they moved up to Tallahassee, and they are on the front line right now, getting deployed to help fight fires.
Much of the activity related to the fires are from blown down timbers caused by Hurricane Michael, making it very difficult to fight wildfires. Under normal conditions, Forte says a wildfire would be contained quickly. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Palm Coast Finance Department receives awards from an organization representing public finance officials throughout the United States and Canada.
Director of Financial Services Helena Alves says they were recognized by the Government Finance Officers Association.
We were recently awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting and the Outstanding Achievement Award in popular annual financial reporting.
The awards were made after evaluation of the city's annual comprehensive financial reports by a panel of association judges. The evaluation covered several categories. Elvis says the awards are a significant accomplishment for the city.
Achieving these awards brings credibility to the organization and our fiscally responsible approach to the operations of our city government. This honor reflects our determination and commitment to achieving great results for the city of Palm Coast.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Where else besides our Florida can a person go to get help with rent and utilities?
Both Sandra Shank of Flagler Affordable Housing Advisory Committee and Amanda Beavis of Our Florida agree that some housing help programs take time to get checks into property owners' hands. Shaniqua King, the Assistant Health and Human Services Director, says she can help right away.
In the case of rent or utility, they just have to have a past due notice and then show proof that they are a renter of that residence.
King said her department would also send a letter to FPL to let them know that the money to pay the utilities is on the way. She said they don't want to make it any more difficult on families than it has to be.
So we don't have a lot of restrictions on it because we want to make sure that we are helping and not hindering. We want to be able to eliminate some of the red tape for them and provide assistance right away.
You can listen to Lifeline on Saturday mornings at 9 here on WNZF or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, the importance of housing stability in the community. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.